Hey everybody, today is Friday, January the 4th, 2019, and it is day 4 of my Deeper State Keto cut. My weight today was 278 pounds, which puts me down about 8 pounds from the start. Again, that's just a lot of this first week is like bloating and it's like water, and so, that's going to slow down. But some positive news is that my I think my ketones finally kicked in. I'm starting to feel a lot more alert and awake and just kind of with it. One of the biggest benefits of ketogenic diet is the mental clarity that you have. When I'm eating carbs, when I'm eating junk food, man, I'm just like walking around in a fog all the time. But once those ketones kick in, once I get that keto going real strong, it just feels better. Everything just works better, and that's awesome. So I'm feeling good. Absolutely killing it at the gym right now, and that is making me happy. Today, it's kind of weird. Yeah, I'm killing it at the gym. I almost tore my wrist out because I'm trying to lift super heavy today. But anyway, um, today I feel like is the first day of like the first challenge for me as far as this diet is going. Like the diet is going great, man. I got my macros locked in. I know what I'm eating. I'm eating the same thing every day. I got my intermittent fasting down pat. You know what I'm saying? I've been working on this for months. So I got that down cold. And my weight is moving just like it's supposed to. Everything is working well. Today is like the first challenge for me, really, I think. And it has nothing to do with the food. It's more of just my habits, right? Because it's Friday. And Friday, for me, just like a lot of other people, it's like that day where you kick back and you kind of kick it and you kind of have a drink and, you kind of get after it, right? But this is a very serious, different kind of thing that I'm doing, and it's got a purpose, and it's not forever. It's like 3 months, right? It's like a 90-day thing. But it's very different than what I'm used to, and I'm a creature of habit. So Friday's here, and I'm just kind of like, I want to go out and do the things that I usually do on a Friday, like have a little cheat meal or, go have a drink with some friends. But I'm focused, disciplined, and I'm going to work through it. But, yeah, it's just kind of a thing that I'm thinking about today. So thought I'd, share it with the people. The second thing I want to talk about is not the sexiest topic, but everybody on keto is probably going to experience it at one point or another, and that is the gastrointestinal disturbances, GI disturbances, digestive issues when it comes to keto, man. Like, the whole premise of keto is to eat high fat, moderate protein, and very low carbohydrate. And what inevitably happens with most people is that when you change your diet that drastically, most people spend their entire lives eating a carb-based diet, and that's vegetables and grains and all of the stuff that goes with that. When you change that radically, your digestive tract has to adjust, right? And that can cause some problems. And so what typically happens with people is one of two things, three things actually. So the first thing is like reflux, right? Like GERD. Have you ever eaten eaten something that was too oily and then like later, like even like earlier before bedtime, like too close to bedtime, and you start spitting up oil and it really a gross taste in your mouth? That can happen. That I have experienced that. It is unpleasant. Um, Second thing is constipation. Now the kind of methodology behind that is just that most fiber is what keeps the digestive tract moving for the most part, right? And fiber is carbohydrate, and so when you reduce your carbohydrate intake, you inevitably reduce your fiber intake. And so most people, your digestive tract is used to a certain amount of fiber, and you're not giving it that no more, so it has to adjust. And it does. It will eventually, but you have to give it time, and you have to take some things into account, right? To kind of make it work the way it's supposed to again. The other complicating issue is diarrhea. And what happens with that is that a couple of things really. When you increase the amount of fat that you eat dramatically, your body just doesn't know. It gets overwhelmed at first, right? Like your body just doesn't know what to do with all that fat at first. Like, for example, I'm eating 230 grams of fat a day. Most people don't take that in a week, right? And so my digestive tract is like, bro, too much, too fast. And fat is literally slippery, right? So when it hits your digestive tract, it makes your digestive tract slippery. And so you end up with diarrhea. There it is. And another thing that can happen is that your your body produces all these hormones when you eat different foods, right? And when you eat a lot of fat, your body starts to produce a lot more bile, and bile helps to digest fat. But bile is like a soap, and so it also makes the digestive tract slippery. And so if you eating a whole lot of fat, and all of this bile hits your intestines, it can really cause things to get slick down there, and you can end up with some diarrhea. And so most people have one of those issues or a combination. I've actually dealt with all three at some point, and so I just wanted to kind of shout out a couple of things that I have seen that have helped with those issues. First of all, don't panic, because that can be very uncomfortable at first, right? Either one of them, GERD or diarrhea or, constipation, that stuff does not feel good. So just don't panic. Understand that your body is going through an adjustment period. It can make you quit the diet. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give up. Give it some time and hang in there. But also, if you start like having blood in your stool, or if you're really feeling nauseous and really feeling ill, like, go get some help for that. Definitely go get some help. Another thing is electrolytes. When you're doing keto, your electrolytes are all over the place at first, and that can affect your body's ability to purge things out or hold on to things, as it were. So work very hard on getting your electrolytes right. I'm actually still working out my electrolyte balance right now, which is why I think I'm having some of the problems that I'm having right now. Hydration, all right? Water is clutch when it comes to keto, because your body is going to naturally turn into just a diuretic machine. So you're always going to be shedding extra water. You just don't hold on to as much salt. You don't hold on to as much water when you're on keto. So a lot of the constipation comes from that, just being dehydrated, right? Your body doesn't have enough water to do things the way it's supposed to. And so drinking enough water will definitely help with the constipation part. And on the flip side, if you're having diarrhea can get really dangerous if it starts to dehydrate you, because you start to lose too much fluid, right? And you're losing electrolytes as well. So staying hydrated will help you get through the diarrhea part. Now, if you're having diarrhea and you want to make sure that you're again getting the electrolytes right, because having diarrhea, you're losing a lot of electrolytes as well, and you don't want to be just bringing in pure water and you're not bringing in the electrolytes again, because then you can have problems with your heart and with all kinds of other stuff. It can get serious. So again, if you're having some serious issues, go see your doctor. If another big solution for people is to gradually ease into keto. Start, if you're having diarrhea, it's because your body, it's had too much too quick. So slow down, ease into the process, and that can be very helpful and make those symptoms a lot less problematic. Again, if you feel like you're having, some dangerous symptoms or something, go see your doctor. Go to the emergency room, whatever, and stop doing what you're doing, But also educate yourself on electrolyte balance to begin with, because from the gate, electrolytes are going to be very, very, very important on keto. So, yeah, it's gross, but it's a part of the deal. So, that's all I got for you today. I hope everybody's well. I am still moving, and we're going to keep on doing this thing. All right.